Pro tip brought to you by our lovely observer Rush, and not only was it helpful for you guys at home, it's going to be maybe helpful for the teams that are about to duke it out. Mirage is the first map of our next series here for ESL Pro League, and I'm joined by some analysts. We have, of course, hailing from Serbia, Jenko YNK Paunovic, and we have ex-Vox Eminor turned Renegade now joining us on the desk. It is Chad Sponge Birchall.
Rolling back the years there, aren't we, Alex?
I mean, it's a t-shirt. It inspired me. I liked it.
Ex-Sydney Underground?
Ex-Sydney Underground, if you really want to roll back the years.
That's
back
a big
when
one.
we had, like, I don't know, teams based around cities.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
I wonder which game will do that again now.
It's a mystery to me.
Haha.
Mirage, though, is up first between Astralis and Fnatic. And I can't help but feel that you guys have kind of got back on to, well, I don't know if you've ever left, but back into believing that Astralis are going to be well within that top 6 now.
Absolutely. I think they've elevated their play after a couple of bumpy tournaments after the player break. I think they started to play better individually. I don't think they were ever lacking as a team. You know, even when they were losing games, you could see that they were making the right decisions. Just the execution wasn't there 100%.
I think, you know, the team like Astralis, them being in the top 6 of a field like this is, we would expect it, you know, every single day of the week. It's a team who we know can perform and perform to the level that we expect them to. The issue is them playing against a team like FaZe or them like SK when they were in form, that kind of stuff. Were they able to close out those matches? Were they able to get across the line? And they weren't. And a few issues with that, a few issues that I kind of want to bring up regarding that is the fact that because they play a rigid fundamental style, they don't brawl as much. They need to be a little bit looser in the current meta, I think.
Yeah, and actually, we have got something quite interesting. Knowing that we're going into Mirage and knowing that it is Astralis, there has been quite the debacle featuring smokes. Now, Chad, I'll let you take the lead on this one because I know you've been putting in some work.
Yeah, so Matt and Henry, they've talked about it a lot last night, especially on the broadcast about Dupree. It's Dupree is the one throwing this jump smoke, and it's basically from spawn. It's meant to cover off window, and it's missing it.
One, is it?
Yeah, so he's moving forward. I think he's crouched as well, and he's jumping. Now, we have a tweet here coming out from him last night after the match, and he says, I've just done the T-spawn to window smoke 30 out of 30 times in a row, the same way I've always done it. How on earth is it different on ESEA servers? So first of all, he's trying to blame ESEA servers. It's not that, all right?
Classic.
Now we go on and we just have this is one is a bit of fluff. He gets a bit of banter from Carrigan saying he doesn't have any problems. They talk a little bit about his weight. Just some jokes there. Fallen chiming in saying, you know, I can show you how to do it properly. But if we go over to the actual tweet here, which is from other professional players chiming in, here's Apex saying, when he watched you, you're too far to the right, you were hitting the wall. Him saying, I remember Kenny saying that you missed it in a practice. So he's obviously missing it in more than just the officials and not in the ESEA servers. Seized, he's saying that it's happened as well in practice, that he's been missing these smokes. So it's Dupree doing the smoke wrong.
Right, well, you're saying that. We actually have gone into the server and have the demos, and we can actually watch those missed smokes now. So it's the same lineup. You'll see it. This is the intended smoke, and oof.
So just
top right corner.
Yeah, just to give people an understanding of what's happening here, he's moving forwards, he's crouching as well, and he's using a jump bind, which means it's two keys. He's releasing the smoke and pressing jump at the same time. But because he's using two separate keys, I'm not sure how he does it exactly.
The lineup is identical.
Yeah, so it's probably at the point he releases the smoke as opposed to lineup, or he can change the lineup and it can be going a little bit more to the left-hand side.
If he throws it earlier, it'll be dropping earlier, right? So maybe it's just he's just throwing it, releasing it a little too slow.
True, and also the problem is now you're going to say, well, why doesn't he just move a little bit to the left and then it's going to be easy, you know, 100 out of 100. Yes, but it's also important how the smoke bounces when it gets into window and what it covers, because if you go too much to the left, sure, you hit the window room, but there's going to be a gap on the right, and that almost works as a one-way smoke for the CT, so you definitely want to avoid that. That's why he needs to be in that specific spot when it comes to moving left or right. It's just about the point of release.
And Astralis, just quickly, aren't the only team who have been missing this. Fnatic as well. You know, they run one where it's not only moving forward, they're actually moving to the side, strafing and releasing the smoke, and we've seen them miss it.
I think it was Flash originally who started throwing that smoke.
Yeah. So, I mean, this has been around for a while now. It's like, they're basically, as always with Counter-Strike, we're always trying to evolve and get something better, something quicker. You know, there is always going to be something, a micro adjustment that gives you an extra second or whatever it may be. This time, however, we're going to have to see if both Flusher and Dupree can sort it out. Gents, it does sound like the players are raring to go, so I think we'll just accelerate this just a little bit. If I asked for one comment from you, Jenko, with your prediction wrapped in, what would it be for Astralis, Fnatic, Mirage?
I would say Astralis, because you know it seems like they're getting back to the groove of things. They're just so much better as a team, and then individually, if they play standard. I think they should be able to take down Fnatic here.
So, no bells and whistles needed. Just Astralis playing Astralis Counter-Strike should take this one, Chad.
I actually think they've been playing a little bit more assertive. They're actually playing a proactive brand of Counter-Strike, which is what I want to see from them on their CT sides. They actually take heads-up fights and they're dictating the pace of the game. So that's why I'm going to back Astralis in this one.
Okay, 2 backing the Astralis hype train. We'll see if Fnatic can derail it as we do venture into Mirage. And let's go ahead and jump in back with your casters. One's called Hank, the other one is a little bit blank. It's Harry and it's Hank.
Wow. There's just no chill there whatsoever.
No, there's not. I thought me and Alex were friends, but clearly I thought wrong.
No, he seems to be throwing shade at you left, right, and centre.
That's fine.
As we go on, but we have got another exciting game for you boys and girls. At home, it's been Astralis versus Fnatic. That's quite a matchup, isn't it? I think both of these are quite highly placed in the table as well. I think Fnatic on the very top. And we're going to have Mirage kick things off. We'll have a look at the buys as well. One smoke, one flashbang. Lekro's got the Deagle. He is very good with that weapon as the smoke starts to fly in. And we'll go towards the connector. This one does land. We did have a bit of fun there on the analyst's desk with some missed smokes on Mirage. It seems to be a difficult map at the moment for set smokes. But the boost comes in towards short, and Lekro is very scary, the Desert Eagle. We'll see what he can do here.
Yeah, Fnatic in through mid. Do spot the player boosted up, but it doesn't lead to much as JW's already worked his way up into jungle, boosted into window early on. Sees in control as he goes, spots the man out under scaffolding while Flusher tries to peek out from the stairs. Neither team finding a frag just yet, but just as you say, Kirby able to open things up. The rotations are already poured on in from Astralis as they've circled around the A bomb site. Fnatic trying desperately to push on in, but the bomb already rotating away on the back of Golden.
Oh, that's interesting. So they're going to leave 4 players or 3 players towards A, and then he's going all the way through B. They can peel off from the bomb site, leaving Flusher to stop rotations here, but Device reads it. He does head over towards the B site, and maybe he can shut down Golden as he makes his way into the site itself.
Devices, the players coming on in. Zipex already rotating around to help, and there's Device in with the first. Zipex here to try and assist as best he can. Crims with the D, going to go ahead and force his way up, and JW in the back line. Actually, Flusher, sorry, in the backline, dealing damage, keeping these guys preoccupied, disallowing these rotations right now. You can see the Glaive trapped in CT. Dupree going to try and assist him now, and it's Zipex effectively left in the 1v2 here, going to fall to Crims as Flusher has already done it all, able to pick this one frag up. Dupree left 1 versus 3. And Flusher finishes it off. Fnatic will pick up that pistol round.
Very smart stuff there from Fnatic. You can see exactly what they were trying to do at the very start, managing to get toward that smoker connector, A-split coming in. The Deagle shot didn't come in straight away as Lekro went down, but Crims picks it up, brings it to the 4-on-4, and they realize they've got time to work with there. They had control of connector, jungle as well, and Golden goes all the way through the B apartments, manages to get close to the site. It seemed like it would fall apart there, but Flusher, well, like I said, had control of jungle, stopped the connecting rotations, and there it is. Fnatic do manage to pick up the round. There will be a force buy across the board here from Astralis. Everyone going all in with the CZs, body armor, a few smokes and flashbangs to work with as well. It's getting a little bit chaotic towards middle, as JW makes his way towards window, presumably. This is an audacious play. I actually like that, though, onto the roof. I like that. We don't really see that much. It does give you a nice little view in towards CPL there. And he might actually get a kill out of this as well. Dupree on the other side. Oh, spots his leg.
Dupree going to get flashed out to shore, but they read it well. Golden able to pick that up now. Zipex in with the Deagle. Has players coming his way, tries to keep Fnatic at bay, but Golden going to be in with a second as Device. Now the man with the Deagle looks to try and step up over here on Van, but he's got players coming in from all sides. Device falls. And now Glaive and Kirby are all that remain.
Not really much they can do about this particular scenario. Was strong mid-control from Fnatic, boosting a player up towards the window area, and then up towards shore. The Deagles couldn't find the headshots required. We get 1 kill for Device. But ultimately, Glaive and Kirby will just trying to save their CZs and body armor here. Trying to have another go at it in round number 3. And now they keep 4 players alive, looking very comfortable here. And in terms of bonus situations, they only have 1 UMP here. I'm sure Golden will be purchasing another AK. And we'll see whether any damage can be done, any further damage to the Fnatic bank accounts in the next round. It looks like Glaive and Kirby will be heading towards the Palace area. Glaive was at the A round, but down he goes. And now just to find Kirby, a very common position to save will indeed be the Palace area. And as Kiabi will be able to hold on to his CZ. Might find a kill here. Not meant to be. Full eco coming in for Astralis now. And Golden, he joins the pack with a UMP. Wants to have a bit more run and gun potential. Farm some extra cash, and nothing really Astralis can do, but see if Kiabi can make something happen with the CZ.
Fnatic going to be sending 4 players over here towards A. They leave Golden to try and scout out mid, and there will be 2 players there. Third up on short in the form of Kiabi. Already up on the stairs, forced into the clutches of JW, but playing it close. His device tries to get up close, but will be silenced before he gets anything done. They are going to lose Golden down in connector. As the man advantage still reigns in for Fnatic. The UMP picked up and thrown onto Kiabi. And he will just look to save in this round by the looks of things. Try and flank round in through T-Spawn and see if he can find any players going aggressive.
They get 1 kill, Harry. That's enough, all things considered. It was a full eco round. They managed to save a UMP as well. That's actually viable in the CT side and gun round, so not all is lost. There is some hope for the next round. Will they have a Device AWP, though? Device does normally help out with the force buy. He's got 2,700 right now. He can afford the AWP just about. He'll be right on the cusp. He can buy an AWP, no armor. But that's sometimes enough on a Mirage. And we'll see whether Astralis can get back into it in the first gun round here. Lekr finding some extra cash as he gets $600 for finding Zipex with the UMP. And like I said, Device can just about afford the AWP. An AWP and the smoke. That's okay. On Mirage, it's one of those maps where he'll be holding like Palace area, going for the first pick, or goes towards window, likely to be smoked out, or we can go to the B apartments. We'll follow his initial route and see where he'll be trying to open things up. Knowing the money will be quite low here. Might be a faster play from the Fnatic side. And here he goes towards connector. Molotov out of retreat right now.
Device takes the peek out to short. The lack of armor means he falls prey to the UMP, and Dupree tries to trade out. Kiabi able to finish him off, and now Zipex holds down the B-bomb site on his lonesome.
Wow.
Going to fall prey to Flusher. That's the site split into 2 as Fnatic will be allowed to get this bomb plant. Glaive and Kiabi in with the retake. Both players spotted out over on short. Glaive able to open up. Crims in with the trade. Now Kiabi left 1v2.
Does he go for this? He has got the kit in the AWP. Not known to be an AWP, but if he hits that shot, he had a chance. Knowing it's probably over now, probably saves the AWP. I'm almost certain of that. All is not lost. If he does save the AWP, they'll have something to work with. You're absolutely right. It was Device with the AWP, unable to really get anything done there. With the lack of armor, as soon as the UMP got close enough, just melted him like a whole knife through butter. And it will be 4-0 for Fnatic, winning that bonus round. As we enter round number 5 next, Kiabi will indeed save the AWP. So they'll be able to do something with this. Whether they force around it is yet to be seen. Kiabi with $6,000, just to know. He could actually drop like 3 UMPs if he wanted to, or maybe 2 Famases, something like that. What's the play? So he buys 1 M4. Gives that up. Anything else? He doesn't. Okay, so they don't want to fully invest into it. They want to just drop some pistols. Kiabi will have his M4. And they keep all their money at about the 2K mark. I think we saw Device get boosted up and towards CPL, so he can get the first pick top middle. He has to work very hard here, round number 5, to make this a possibility. Fnatic know the AWP has been saved, so they won't do anything too drastic here. JW, spots him, I think. Yeah, guaranteed kill. Lovely stuff. That's really nice awareness, knowing the tendencies to Device and take him down. They know the AWP is saved. He's going to have to do one of his aggressive plays. And Golden, he'll get the second kill as well. That'll be the AWP salvage. He can use that in the next round as well. This is looking very nice for Fnatic. A team certainly on an upward trajectory in terms of how they're looking as a 5-man unit since the addition of Golden. I think it's all coming together quite nicely.
Yeah, I remember, me and you cast actually his kind of debut game within this Fnatic roster, right? And I mean, initially it was a bit shaky, had a good performance, I think, early on, but the strategies weren't quite there, and I don't necessarily think that maybe the respect was either, but I feel like he's very quickly building upon all that. The strategies are starting to pull through, and Fnatic have looked better and better. Yeah, I mean, even on Mirage, right, it's a map that stereotypically, we always used to think, Fnatic very, very good on. When you look at their stats, actually, especially with an EPL, it hasn't been amazing, but there's been clear signs of improvement. I think out of the last 5 times they've played it in EPL, they've won it. They've lost it 4 times. But they are definitely getting better. 4K for Golden in that round as well, as you pad those stats a little bit more. Carries the AWP forward. And that will be Fnatic up 5-0.
This was lovely. Like I said, all of these teams have analysts and players, or people within the organization that help them out, knowing the tendencies of the big players like Device, knowing where he likes to pick from. They just seem to be so certain that he would be on that corner. I'm not sure they just spotted the head as they came from in the past, but the boost certainly suggested they are aware that's a position you like to play. Round number 6, a double AWP setup. Okay, Device and Dupree. Dupree, I've not been impressed for this double AWP of yours just yet. I know he's definitely skilled enough to be an AWPer, but in terms of having significant impact, I haven't seen him really carry a game with the AWP to suggest he's ready to go with Device, and it's always been a problem for Astralis. Yes, they've won a major championship and they come top for every event, but every team, apart from them almost, has the potential to have 2 AWPs on the map. Right now, Astralis haven't had that, but Dupree, he'll be trying to fill that role. We'll see what he can bring to the round here. Number 6, he'll go towards B, and I think he's boosted up at the apartment bench, but Device missing out on a chance to find that first kill towards middle.
Yeah, Fnatic once again going to be playing for the mid control. JW doesn't quite find that shot in through the smoke. Dupree boosted up here, and this is a very cheeky boost if Fnatic do decide heading towards the B-bomb site. JW finds Device, though. And that's a great start here for Fnatic. Now it's just the AWP on Dupree left up for Astralis in terms of their AWPing power. Golden going to go ahead and Molotov up. It's in the blocks. Doesn't find anyone just yet, and they might now try boosting up into window as they've cleared the angle.
Dupree and Zipex hold strong towards that B-bomb site. Glaive looking towards that window from jungle, as you can see, and Kiabi alone on the A side. Technically, Glaive is very vulnerable to a smoke in that area, and he could be isolated from his teammate. Crims waiting for the teammates to rotate in. Flasher and JW will be coming towards the A round. JW will be opting for the Palace instead. He's obviously got the AWP and needs to be careful as the flashbangs start to rain in. Glaive is removed in the situation, like I said, with that smoke, and now Kiabi has to try and do what he can. So much damage inflicted by Kiabi. Does manage to actually get 2 kills on the board. This could be something to work with, but still a 3-on-3 situation as Crims does take him down eventually.
3-on-3, bomb plant looking to come on through. Nearly the collateral there for JW as he finds that first. Dupree, you said you weren't too pleased with the double AWP setup for Astralis, and now it has to prove itself more than ever in this retake. Zipex held back from jungle. Dupree.
Ooh, we've got something to work with.
Zipex actually able to burn out JW there. Dupree going to smoke off ramp. They start to make their way into this. Going to go with a USP. As Flusher now rears his head out from ramp. The smoke goes down onto the bomb. Dupree finds the first on a Flusher. Now Crims holds it close and on the site. Takes that first. The bomb going to be held by Dupree. The 10-second defuse, and that was just never meant to be. Fnatic going to be able to get themselves a 6th round to their name, as they are flawless right now, Henry. 6-0.
That was a nightmare situation for Dupree. Zipex had the kit. Oh, God. Okay. Well, he wanted to obviously come out and surprise the CTs as he went. I was surprised that I saw a Molotov kill there. I thought JW was in the apartments. But there you go. It was Zipex with the kit. He died on the steps, and Dupree had no choice. To win the round, he had to defuse. I hope Crims made a mistake, which he did. I think Crims just had to stay and watch the bomb. But opted to go for the kill at the steps area, managed to get it. Round done. I'm not sure Dupree even had the defuse at that point either. Partial buy here. Kiabi gets the first kill, but a quick refrag from Lekro means it is a 4-on-4. This is a very fast approach towards middle here, and it could fall apart slightly. Oh, Crims just helping out from the CPL room, and it's looking likely to be 7-0 here, but we are getting some damage inflicted. Device looking to do some work with his CZ. Falls back. It's getting a little bit scary, but ultimately 4-on-1. Lots of close range calls with the CZ, but any damage done, no bodies in the bags just yet. 7-0 is not bad. Maximum loss bonus for Astralis, meaning they could partial buy into the previous round. I'm not sure that double AWP is where they're going to find success this year. I think Dupree's good for every few rounds. He can bring it out and shows he can use it, but I've casted a lot of games with him using it so far, and I can't recall more than a 1-kill round for him.
Yeah, and they've even gone this time for the aggression from Device up through mid and actually given the AWP solely to Dupree. Device Test out his rifling shoes. It's Kjaerbye to find the first end. They lose Device up in mid. The equalizer found here. And ultimately, Astralis doesn't net them too much. Gonna actually lose control of mid now as Fnatic start to make their way on out. Smoke goes down. For connector allows Kjaerbye to hold the angle. Crim's waiting over here on ramp. Fnatic gonna go ahead and throw out the smoke. Falls down for connector. JW just adamant that someone's gonna peek into this. Kjaerbye could be the man to do so, but he's just gonna play it safe. Waiting connector. Fnatic letting that clock run down a little bit. Gonna try and force Astralis' hand, make them go for the play here to try and take the man advantage. Kjaerbye takes the bait. JW finds the frag. And now Fnatic with the man advantage. They're the ones in the driving seat.
Looking fantastic here for Fnatic. Lekra goes down, but still they have the 4-on-3. 35 seconds remaining. Will be a B play to finish things off. I've been waiting for dupreeh to be tested with his AWP. What a chance it would be now. But Crims, he's still holding, shooting this wild bullets just to show I'm still here. Don't rotate just yet. It might not be a definite B play. Zipex drops the anchor at the B side. And dupreeh, what have you got for me? Can you deny anything? There it is. The bomb, for some reason, doesn't want to make his way to the site. 15 seconds remaining. This could all fall apart. dupreeh looking to hit more shots, but he can't do it. Taken down, and it looked like it could have got a little bit exciting there. The interesting decision to fall back into the open with the bomb on your back. Not one I would have made, I have to say, but still, each to their own. As round number 9 comes through, not a single CT round posted, Harry, by Astralis, which is surprising. They seem to really want to force the issue on this double orb setup. They've tried it a few times now. Even in that round, Device is the rifle, definitely proficient with it. Giving dupreeh towards B. They went for a push up middle to get 1 kill. Traded back 4-on-4, and it just falls apart as Fnatic bleed them out. They're playing a very fundamentally sound version of CS right now, the Fnatic boys, and you can see them working well. The gap in the smoke, trying to bait out players. That's dupreeh going down once again. I'm not sure anyone's really posted any frags as of yet. Glaive 1 for 8, Device 2 for 8, Zipex 1 for 8. You get the picture. Kjaerbye's got 9 kills, but he's the only one really having any sort of significant impact, and no one getting anything on the board just yet, so the frags are almost redundant in that sense.
Their positioning from Kjaerbye could be big here, but he's got to move swiftly. He's cleared out all of apartments. Lekra is going to find Zipex in the meantime over on shore.
Hello.
Glaive falls as well as he gets shot in through the plywood. Kjaerbye might be able to find JW. In fact, he should. There you go.
Just about.
Got a bit nervous there, Henry, but... And now they spotted out the last man.
Uh-oh, this could actually still fall apart, you know. 3-on-2. They've got an AWP up. Grim's getting... Okay, the bomb planted, that should be fine. They've got no kit, of course, but I'd be saving the AK and the AWP now if I'm Astralis. But when you're 8-0 down, maybe you're a little bit tempted to try and go for it. You still can buy regardless into the next round. That maximum loss bonus still. Kjaerbye's thinking about it, sees it out, hoping to find someone out of position here. Doesn't even want to opt to the AWP just yet. Surely put it out just about now. No. Here we go.
Golden sold in Palace. Match to the guys from Fnatic rotating in, and there you go. The call to save has been made. Kjaerbye doesn't catch anyone out in the open. If they had, you can't help but feel like, yeah, they would have gone for that out of an act of desperation. Crims actually could find some frags here as he spots the first man out. Device over in T-Spawn does have support from Kjaerbye coming in from behind. And
Oh, dear.
Kjaerbye.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
You can see he's not an AWP, but there you go. 3rd time is the charm. But yeah, Fnatic going to go 9-0.
It can be a very uncomfortable weapon for people that aren't well versed in it. If you don't often use it, it can feel really bizarre compared to just a normal crosshair, and the weight of moving around, like it's a little bit weird. But that was a definite display that Kjaerbye not known to be an AWP for sure. 9-0 though. The saved AWP will be given to Device presumably. We've got 3 players. Wow. After 10 rounds, 2 players on 1 for 9. That's Zipex and Glaive. Glaive has had a rough week. He's had some very quiet performances. This will be another, but still, we're not done here yet, Harry. It's 9-0, sure, it looks really bleak right now, but they can come back and win, not win. They can get 6 rounds on the board, right? There's still a possibility of that happening. That's if they play a perfect game of CS, but right now I'd say 3 or 4 rounds is what I'm aiming for if I'm the Astralis side.
Well, this time Device is on the AWP. He tries peeking into mid early on. Will be
What's
denied.
Lekra up to?
Lekra, how's he here? He's already out on the
What?
site. And oh, something's gone very wrong this round for Astralis. They do manage to pick him up. Nade goes in a connector. Slam dunk. Good night. They've actually been able to turn this around nicely. Flush is going to fall, and Crim's left in a 1v4. It's the rounds that look like they shouldn't win that they managed to pick up, Henry.
I have no idea what happened there. Lecro's just had a bit of fun, hasn't he? Run up the A ramp and hoping to be focused heavily on middle. That's where Fnatic have been showing most of their presence, and he does get all the way to the A side. Takes one down. He gets that player in CD spawn. The round could be done, but great recovery. It's Kiabi posting frags once again. He seems to be in good form right now. We've seen him play well all week. Crim's just trying to damage the economy now. Harry knows players are low. He just wants to find maybe 1, 2 kills. Zipex, like we said, 1 for 12 or something right now, so he wants to make sure he stays alive. 1 for 10, I beg your pardon. There it is. Manages to get another frag on the board. And a pretty decent round there for Astralis. They managed to keep 4 players alive. The money's actually okay, considering they saved an AWP from the previous round. Kiabi obviously missing a couple of shots, but he did save the AWP, and now they're in an okay position. They'll have to distribute the wealth out accordingly, but they can still lose a round and buy into the next. So it's not disastrous right now. Win 1 more round, you're coming close to breaking the Fnatic economy. 9-1. Like we said, it's not over just yet. Fnatic, I don't think they'll be missing any smoke, because they're always very good at these sort of plays.
Oh, Mirage going to come on through from Astralis. Everyone's fully flashed. No one knows what's going on in middle as Golden is forced back ultimately.
I like this from Astralis, though. They're getting wrecked when they hold in the default positions. Let's just get in their faces, try and get the opening picks, but it looks like the B site is open, but not for long. dupreeh holding with the AK-47, blows off the head of Flusher and trying to buy as much time as he possibly can with the flashbangs. It's working out quite nicely. You can see the rotations come through, and there it is. Lecro, though, fighting back up to dupreeh to try and do what he can here. Can he find anything more? He can't, but he has inflicted damage, but it doesn't look like it'll be enough, Harry. This round is falling apart for Astralis.
Yeah, the backstab from Kiabi going to be monitored by Golden. Device just waiting. Lecro's there. Spots the nade. You can't ever feel like he might just take the shot. He's so close to doing it. But Lecro, okay, he's incredibly quick.
How's he done that?
Oh, Kiabi looking completely the wrong way. Golden only 11 HP picks that up. Fnatic going to go straight back into this with a 10th. And I mean, the one upside there, Astralis being able to keep, what, 5 players alive from the previous round.
It was
4, sorry, yeah. It does mean that they can buy up into this.
Especially where they didn't have to purchase the AWP in that round, so they had residual cash like that. They still had to distribute money around. The compromise is Glaive with the CZ. There's no kits available. Device, he has to work harder than ever to actually make this round a possibility. So it comes in, no problem at all. And it's round number 12. This is like do or die time. Lose this round for Astralis, you're 11-1 down. You've got no money again. Lost bonus, not really up there at all. It'll be a second stage. dupreeh makes his way towards the window room through the vents. JW holds tight. They know Device has the AWP, right? So they're going to have to at least slow things down, as work out what kind of weaponry they're up against. They know the money's not completely broken. Round number 12, and Fnatic much slower this time. They are slowly but surely getting mid-control. Good work by Kiabi. Gets the double frag as well. Nice Soros as he bounces around and makes things uncomfortable. The angle not there, and the AWP shot missed. And a 5-on-3 comes in, just what they needed.
Yeah, great start from Kiabi. He's been the star player right now for Astralis, the one stepping up to make these plays happen. Zipex, in the meantime, taking aggression up here in apartments, gets them a lot of information and also the off angle to hold the push. And Fnatic trying to work their way in through short. Have to be cautious because there is Glaive holding connect. You've also got to worry about the man in window, but in the blink of an eye, they've both been dropped out the equation. Device does find one from the site, but Lecro once again. Here's Device's kryptonite. Now Crims.
No.
Able to pick that up on dupreeh.
This can't be
now
happening.
Zipex, he was in the forward position, Henry. 1 versus 2.
This is one of the best performances I've seen from Lecro in a long time. My God, what has he been doing? That's it. We need to see that from Lecro's POV if possible. That was unbelievable. The shot he just got on Device. Like, how is he doing that? How many kills has he got right now? He's on 13. And that's completely shut. That's probably game. He just shut down Astralis completely. Kiabi gets 2 frags opening up, 5-on-3. Lecro with the AK-47 is an absolute monster right now. That's unreal. The shot he just got in CD spawn, like, that is really special. Low HP as well. Just so much confidence. And this is what we saw from him in DreamHack Malmo 2016. This is where he first came on our radars in Godsend. We thought, he looks amazing. Young kid. And first big event, he dropped off significantly. But this is the kind of form I wanted to see from him. We first interviewed him when he arrived on the scene, and we knew he was going to be something special. But I haven't really seen him live up to this sort of form in quite a while. Yeah,
I mean, this round should just be fairly straightforward from Fnatic. And I mean, yeah, a lot of people had their reservations, I think, about this roster when it was first announced. You know, having Lecro back in there once again, it was
it's because it was just how incestuous God Fnatic
exactly,
were bouncing between the two organizations. Like, it was bizarre.
And of course, you know, you had Golden moving up from Fnatic Academy.
Kjaerbye can't stop fragging though.
He is feeling like a bit of a madman today up in Palace. Actually, Lecro going to be tagged away down in mid as well. Oh. Okay, Glaive.
Yeah, they're being a little bit...
I don't even know what that sound was I just made. I was a bit overwhelmed by that shot.
Yeah, this is the round for Astralis, calling that. They've been a little bit sloppy here. Maybe getting a bit carried away with themselves. Good shot from JW though, alright, maybe not.
Still Kjaerbye and Glaive, the two players with the rifles, do lie in wait out on A. Fnatic only with 30 seconds left. In comes Kjaerbye, and they've struggled dealing with him. He's been the only one from Astralis to put up numbers. They do find Zipex. Glaive's tag low, but then the two rifle players finish things off. Kjaerbye with a 3K. The AWP carried forward as well, and Astralis, as you called it, Henry, do manage to pick that round up.
11-2, a lifeline there.
Sorry, look at Kjaerbye. I just don't get it. He's 18 and 7. You look at the next highest person up on the scoreboard,
5.
And it's Dupree with 5. What is this?
He's just hard carry right now. He's the only reason they've got 2 rounds on the board. Like, he just a full eco, he just won it for them by pushing the apartments. Like, he was a little bit sloppy from Fnatic, like standing in the open and just thinking they've won the round because they realized it's up against USPs, and then walking into key choke points by themselves. They could have just gone as a 5-man unit towards B or something. But still, looking for not necessarily the reset, but it still would put Astralis in the proverbial bin. As Kjaerbye goes down, he's been the main instigator of all the kills, and Harry, the glory might subside quite quickly here as Kjaerbye does drop. And, it's just a massacre. I can't even keep up with the frag chart. I'm trying to build up storylines here with Device. Does get one back. It's 11-2. And right now, he's being Molotov'd out of position. The bomb making its way towards B. And it's Device in a 4 versus 1. Scoreline almost certainly get a V12 too here. After winning a full eco, it's the fast play once again towards middle. The flashbangs going towards the connector. Nothing they could do. JW just completely dispatches of his opponents. This Device has had to try and save, I guess.
I feel like right now Astralis is just kind of role playing. It's like Kjaerbye's trying to be simple. You know, they're getting into the hearts and minds of Na'Vi. That's just how it seems right now, because he's been insane. He's been the only one on the side of Astralis to get anything done, and it does seem like the second he goes down, all hope is lost. Device able to land that shot down in mid, perhaps showing some signs of life, and that's what they need right now. They need Device to wake on up. Does do damage on a Golden, gets into 1 HP, and then falls Fnatic. Again, to get themselves a 12th. Henry, I get the impression that Astralis might have wrote this one off a couple of rounds ago.
Molotovs towards the connector, just flushed him out. That was Kjaerbye. And this was so beautiful. The movement from JW, the awareness as well. That's so nuts. Final round, they've got nothing to work with here. Famous and M4. And as long as Fnatic played the round correctly, they should be getting the 13-2 here. Don't have to do anything heroic, just go in as a 5-man unit of the execution. And the way they're playing right now, the shots they're hitting, especially Crims, Lecro, JW, like they'll be absolutely fine. Flush is on 5 kills, 8 deaths, because there hasn't really been much available. His teammates just completely wiping the floor, and JW walks out Palmer's by himself. This is what I'm talking about. This being a little bit foolish when you've got these kind of advantages. No need for that, and they will probably lose the round now. But still, I guess they've still got 12-3. Still give an inch to Astralis. It'll take a mile. Didn't want to approach around correctly. Walking out of a smoke at the apartment area, you will get taken down.
Yeah, Golden, the IGL, the latest addition to this Fnatic roster over in mid. In the 1v3 versus Astralis. He moved up, of course, from Fnatic Academy, and I don't think you would have ever imagined him in this sort of scenario. If you look back a couple of months ago. Golden just going to soak them up for a couple of seconds. 1 HP once again. Dupree finds him, and that will be a 12-3 half, Henry. Dominant still from the Swedes. The Danes put up a couple of numbers towards the end, but is that going to be enough?
I don't think it is. Astralis look very flat tonight. And no one really fragging apart from Kjaerbye. It's looking uninspired, lackluster, and yeah, Device not there, Dupree not existent, and Glaive and Zipex just not really having an opportunity to do anything. 12-3, but I still feel like Astralis can bounce back in the second half. All you need to do is win a pistol, and Fnatic let their foot off the gas a little bit there. We'll find out after the break. ladies and gentlemen. It will be the second half between Fnatic and Astralis. What a stomp of a first half it was. Fnatic finding some old form, looking like the 2015 formation, I have to say. It's actually quite impressive, and they look quite dynamic, and Astralis had no answer for whatsoever. They experimented with double orb time and time again. That didn't really work out for them. They tried mid-aggression. That didn't really work out for them, but they did manage to win a full eco and a final round towards the end as well. Fnatic looking like they had a lapse of concentration just to let them slightly back into the game. Fnatic win this pistol, it's over. But if Astralis do, Harry, I'm calling this will be a 30-rounder, and we're going to see every single round coming in Astralis' favour, maybe even in overtime. Who knows? I reckon it's going to happen.
Come to light. It looks like Astralis going to go out quick over here towards the A bomb side. Fnatic. Well, they've got to stuck 3 players over here, and Mid going to be playing 2 in lower tunnels, taking the information early on. It leaves a lot onto the back of Golden as he looks to try and hold this down from CT. Astralis going to get this site for free. Henry, it's a 5-on-5 in the retake.
Yeah, they've got an open bomb site here. This was a full-on retake stance from the Fnatic boys. Astralis can't really believe their luck as to how this has happened.
Golden waits down in CT. Flusher still flanking around over an apartment, starts to make his way in through middle. Very slow on the retake here from Fnatic as they get everyone into position. Now going to try and pincer on in through connector, through CT they go. The flash rains in, but Golden taps away, finds himself 2. Lecro and JW mop up the players on this site, and somehow Fnatic pick this up.
They're in godlike mode tonight.
And at the same time, what's going on with Astralis? That just... It doesn't ever feel like anything goes their way. You're solely relying on Kirby right now to do anything.
Fair, you've got an open bomb site, you've got the bomb down, you have no kills to exchange. That should be a round victory in itself. The USP is tremendous there, like amazing work. But still, like that's very rare to not even find a single kill there, Harry. That's just indicative of where Astralis are right now, not to find a kill. And they'll be force buying the second. They kind of have to here, don't they? The bomb went down, and this is probably it. If they lose this, had to be down 14-4, and then no money. Once again, have to force. Let's hope they get the bomb down at least. And Fnatic, this is a Fnatic I haven't seen in a very long time, like I said, since the 2015 domination era.
Yeah, what era that was, and what a one to try and relive now versus Astralis. They are going to be looking to maintain this 10-round lead that they've got. Want to try and make it 11. Glaves over here on short, the rest of the guys over in mid as well with him. Player on ramp, one up in Palace, and actually going to be able to find JW. That's the Galil to pick one up. Debris pivots background. Flusher going to fall over on short, and now the push comes in. Golden with the MP9. Oh, Pillar's there. He's going to fall to Kirby, and now Zipex. Ooh, quick on the D. Crims goes down, and Letgrow.
Here we go.
1v5, just going to look to try and stay alive. Henry, you've looked into that, crystal ball of yours.
Yeah,
and
it's coming.
You've seen the future.
Debris coming to life now. That was lovely. 180 headshots of the Galil, opening things up. It seemed like Fnatic had tied this game up, and it was done. And it will be... Necro tries to save his M4, can't do it. The opening begins. You don't have to force buy if you're Fnatic. You've got a 13-4 lead. Just take the ecos. But they're going to be double eco regardless, so I guess they could go with the Deagles, the armor, see what they can do, try and answer back straight away, but that's the beginning of the campaign now. Astralis with the cheeky force buy in the second round after getting the bomb down in the pistol. It's a brave move to make, but one that does pay off, certainly. Looks like we're changing the smoke up now for the mid area. Zipex throws it. Astralis have been struggling with smokes in middle on this map. Surely they convert this. They need a bit of luck here, come on.
Oh, they've already got Glaive in mid. Yup. Just as you say it, Flusher going to go and embed him instantly from short with the Deeg. And now, 3 players for Fnatic inside the A bomb site. Smokes and flashes will head on in. Golden's holding close with the CZ. Won't be able to find anything as Dupree does pick that frag up, continuing the aggression in. Flusher with the M4. Rains in a second now. Crims in the site. Suspects going to go for the wallbang. Doesn't quite find anything. The player out from Palace picks him up, no problem. But JW, look at this man. He's all the way up in the back line. Astralis aren't ready for this whatsoever. There's an M4 there for him to use. He can put a stop to this round right now. Won't be able to deny the bomb plant. Oh, JW finds the first. 2-on-2. Device and Dupree. Left for Astralis. Device holds off the push from Palace. Doesn't quite connect the shot. Dupree lies in waiting connector, baits out the defuse, don't suspect the man. Nectar and jungle, the Breeze hit the deck. Device now has the AK, spots the first man, gonna go in for the peek, and actually Flusher finds the head. A 4K from him. That's Fnatic. They're going to pick this round up 14-4, Henry.
What is this game? He's actually defused it as well. That's unbelievable. Flusher with a 4K. Deagle offshore, picks up the rifle, gets a kill from CT spawn. The retake begins. It seemed like Device had done it. No defuse kit, knows what the bomb is, and how has he hit that shot? That's unreal. That one there. It wasn't even that one. It's Device after this. It's nuts how he gets this as well. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, still enough money to buy with the bomb going down, but Flusher, he's the one stepping up.
Moment of truth.
The world stands still. They've done it. Dupree has learned how to do it now.
That's the turning point right now for Astralis. They've got that smoke down in mid, and with it, they're reinvigorated here on Mirage. Gonna go ahead and throw another smoke into window just to really make sure, hammer it home that that's where they're smoking. Flusher actually going to force the issue up through the smoke on short. Tries to spray through, and he's going to do a Flusher thing. Down goes Device. Glaive. No, Flusher's in with 2. Make it 3. Flusher, what are you doing? It's our destruction down in middle as Flusher.
They're knocked out. The refs called it.
What is this round? What is this game? As now it all falls on a Zipex 1v5. You've called the defeat, Henry. Oh. Zipex, 17 HP, wants to try and prove you wrong.
Do very well in the 4 versus 1 with 17 HP, and they know exactly where he is as the bomb goes down. I mean, they'll have some money to work with, but there's the touchdown. Flusher, my God. That was unbelievable. Yeah. How is he getting 2 kills through smoke, and then the third as well? The audacity to push through. The balls on this guy to even go for that.
You know, harking back to the conversation you and Alex were having earlier, he was saying that Flusher hasn't done anything crazy like he did back in the day for a while, and, well, there we go.
Look at the state of it.
You see him get 1, you're like, no, that's it. There's no more left in this guy. But then you realise it's Flusher you're on about. Pushing through. Finds all 3.
Unbelievable scenes. The bomb does go down. We have a buy available. We'll take 11 rounds in a row now from Astralis to get them to overtime. They'll go towards the A ramp. It'll be an execution. Smoke towards window just to suggest it might be coming middle. It's not as promising as it was with the Tech 9 back in the day. This tactic used to have a lot of potential with the running gun. The CZ's still very powerful, but not so much at long range. Running and gunning like the Tech 9 was, spamming 24 bullets towards CT spawn. Flashes come in, and surely Astralis are done for. Can they find anything here?
Crims is able to open up, make it 2 as he quickly puts some in the chest of Dupree. Golden to find one more. The last 2 players for Astralis over here on ramp, but it's a shooting gallery for Crims. The blink of an eye is just Glaive, 1v3. Has about 6 seconds left of his life if he stays there, but he will be allowed to retreat.
What's he up to now then? No nades, no rifle.
No
hope. Or a sniper out as well, but he's going towards B. Oh, it looks like Fnatic are feeling a bit of a throw here. They want to run through the fire, give him a chance. Lekro holds the B site. Glaive knows this one's pretty much over, but he's going to try his best. What a game this has turned out to be. Fnatic, just the individual skill is off the charts, and so yeah, it'll be Lekro to finish things off, and yeah, that sentiment remains. The Fnatic of old is back, and it seems like that was some of the highest fragging, hardest hitting Counter-Strike they've played in a long time. Against Astralis as well, everyone was just in beast mode. Lekro in the first few rounds, they couldn't shut him down. JW in the mid stages of the AWP, Flusher towards the end there as well. It's only Kiabi that really showed up for Astralis, and I'm lost for words. I haven't seen them play like that in a very long time, and now you start to think maybe this Fnatic team could mean something in the grand scheme of Counter-Strike. But there we go. That's the first map over. 16-4. We'll take a break and come back with the analysis desk.